Hey everyone, welcome back to another war video. This one, war number 6 of season 40, for Loki taking on Next. You see, Apocalypse is back on the team. I also have White Magneto and Scorpion. All three of these champs are going to see some action this war, so let's jump right in. I am on path 2 to start. You can see I have Baron Zemo here. I'm going to be using White Magneto. I'm not going to use a White Magneto pre-fight though. Reason being is, with this node, it does have that quasi-limber, but if you have a prowess effect, it doesn't count, and White Magneto gets prowess just by hitting him. So I'm going to try to just bait heavies on Zemo and not throw any specials. Zemo, as you can see, is metal, so White Magneto pretty good for that, as he will be able to decrease his ability accuracy. But still, don't want to deal with Zemo's nonsense of putting debuffs on him. So I'm just trying to bait out heavies and keep him at special 1. His special 1, as you can see, they're pretty easy to dodge, nothing too crazy. I don't have to worry about the placebo on this node, doesn't do anything to Zemo. But I am saving up for special 3 because special 1 and special 2 both put a debuff on. So you can see I'm almost at special 3, but just trying to bait out another special 1. Zemo's getting a little stingy here, so taking a little bit of time to get him to actually throw it, but there he goes. He throws that. We're going to combo again and bait out another special 1. This one he's a little bit easier to throw. I do throw 1 combo and then throw the special 3. So the special 3 White Magneto, I know we don't see it very often. It puts a cruelty buff on and pauses all prowess buffs I currently have. So you can see it did a decent amount of damage, and I guess that's Zemo's ability putting a disorient on me, but you can see at this point the fight's pretty well in hand. I do reparry there. I think that was actually an accidental reparry, but that's all right. Didn't end up costing me, and then I finish off Zemo. So first fight of the war down, and on to the next one, which will be the next fight on the path, which is Man-Thing. I'll be using Scorpion. I placed the Rupture debuff to start, so this has Combat Deja Vu placebo and Nullify countdown, so I want to limit the amount of buffs I get on me. So I'm going to, there I start with the medium, light, medium, but then I parry, and then I light, medium, light, medium. I'm also going to weave in heavies and make sure I throw my special attacks. Just basically don't want to do the same attack twice in a row, because that's how I can get buffs on me, and then if Man-Thing nullifies them, he gets a power gain that would basically push him all the way up to a special 3. So I do have an invulnerability boost on just in case I mess up, but you can see Scorpion able to nuke through this fight pretty quickly so far. He's doing pretty well. Throw the special 1 to put the taunt back on. Because Scorpion's also a global attacker, he's able to neutralize and stagger away the regens that Man-Thing would get. You can see there I mess up, but the invulnerability boost is nice enough to save me from taking any damage. So at this point, I'm just trying to bait out a few specials. I want Man-Thing to throw this last special, and he will then fall over. I just need him to throw it. And there it goes. So 2 fights down. Nothing too crazy as of yet. Next fight is going to be with Apocalypse. It's going to be Invisible Woman. You can see I don't have Cable on the team, so this is going to be trying to ramp Apoc without the Cable synergy. So just the 1 genetic code to start, but that's okay. Apoc still has plenty of damage for this fight. You can see I used the Power Start 1 because of the strike counter. It was able to get me up to a special 2 pretty quickly. So Apoc special 2, even with only 1 prowess, still does a really good amount of damage. And at this point, the fight is pretty much just not messing up on the strike counter, and I'll be fine. I fight Invisible Woman in Alliance Quest every day, and I do relatively okay against her, so I'm pretty comfortable with her mechanics when she goes invisible, all that fun stuff. So you can see, bait out that special 2. Once again, with strike counter, I'm just trying to do those 3 combos in some order: heavy, medium, 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 and 4 lights. There, she went invisible in the middle of my combo, but that's all right. Just baiting out this special. You can see I'll be able to heavy into a special 1 here, and that should be just about enough to do it. If not enough, yeah, it is enough. So Apoc more than enough to handle that fight. that'll do it for Section 1. Moving on to Section 2. I have my boy Nova, so two wars in a row I have to fight Nova. Very unfortunate. I do love Nova, but I'll be using Scorpion. This is the new Path 8, so it has the power efficiency. Scorpion, very good for this because he's able to just turn all buffs off. Nova is a global attacker. You can see there, I do intercept him. Nova, he does have the auto block on his dashes, but he only parries you if he's over 75 charges, so there's no harm in intercepting him that early. It just removed his fury, and then I'm able to throw my specials and keep him fate sealed and all that fun stuff. So Nova, if he doesn't get his fury buffs, Nova is really not that difficult to fight. You can see here as well, I'm able to stack up a whole bunch of poisons and keep him throwing his special one, so he's able to just kind of power sting himself down pretty quickly. Very, very straightforward fight with Scorpion there. Next fight here is going to be Havok. So this is where I'm going to fully ramp my Apocalypse. So Apoc gets 2 charges just by fighting a mutant. So here is Apoc against Havok. So now I go in with 4. I had a Power Start 1 on still from the previous fight. Definitely not necessary for this one. But here, I get up to the special 2, throw the special 2. I also have Mutant Boosts on because I'm going to need them for a fight later on that I'm taking in the same boost set. So I just threw them on for here. So, Havok just wanted to throw his special 2. He throws it nice and easy. So I'm going to throw the special 2 again. Just to get the damage. I'm not really too concerned about the debuffs or anything like that. With Havok, like I said before, want him to throw heavies and special 2s, and there I'm able to throw my special 1, and that's more than enough to deal with Havok. So that'll do it for special 2, but I have all 3 of these minis here on this side. So I have Hulkling here to start. I'll be once again using Scorpion. This node is the Feats of Vigilance, and then anytime a buff expires, I could miss. So Scorpion, very, very strong for this because he can just Fate Seal and keep him Fate Sealed. It also has power efficiency, which Scorpion is excellent for because they're just able to throw more specials, and more specials is more power sting damage. So really what I want to do here is just make sure that I am throwing my special 1 and taunting him and keeping him throwing his specials. So I don't care if it's special 1 or special 2, doesn't matter to me. As long as he's throwing them and power stinging himself down, I'm okay either way. So just, rinse and repeat, combo, push him over a bar of power or 2 bars of power, whatever it may be, and throw my special 1 to taunt him and make sure that he's throwing his special. So you can see Scorpion he might be the best Hulkling counter right now on this map, with the Fate Seal and everything, and just with his ability to quickly power sting Hulkling down. You can see a couple buffs we're able to get through. This also does have return policy, so I do need to keep that in mind. If he does get a couple buffs through and then I Fate Seal, then that would trigger return policy. But you can see, Scorpion really able to handle this fight very well. He throws that last special and he just falls right over. So really fun fight with Scorpion. But next fight will be this Conflictor mini. I'll be using Apocalypse. This is a rank 5 Doctor Doom. So that's pretty fun. I'll be using Apocalypse here because he doesn't have to worry about Conflictor. I just have to worry about the combat deja vu prowess. So with Doctor Doom, it's just like any other fight. Like I said earlier, I have the mutant boost on, and I use the special, the Power Start 1. There, I forgot to dodge back, so that's fine. I just want to stay out of heavy range at this point. And I want to wait out the aura. So here I wait out the aura heavy into a special 2. You can see the mutant boost, because of Doom's crit resistance and it's just overall tanking, this doesn't really do all that much. So I realized that, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just go with the debuffs at this point. So I'm going to throw a special 1 here so that I have all 4 debuffs on. Heavy to refresh. I'm very comfortable with Doom's animations because I use Dr. Doom all the time. I like to push him to Special 2. I'm very comfortable dodging Doom's Special 2, but that being said, in War, I just dodge the first hit, and then I just block the rest. It's just not worth it unless I absolutely have to. Apoc's got like 12 bazillion health, so I'm not concerned about taking some block damage. This is his last fight of the war. I'm just trying to keep those debuffs refreshed. Throw my special 2 here. So this is going to do most of the way, but it's not quite going to be enough. So he throws that special 2, so I take a little bit more block damage, but the debuffs are able to finish him off. So definitely some, a decent amount of block damage, but never really in danger of losing that fight. Apoc, very good for anybody on Conflictor. Last fight in the war for me here is going to be this Mangog here on node 54. So this is a relatively common placement for Mangog. Spider-Man 2099 was banned for us. He's absolutely the best option here. But Scorpion, very, very strong. Really with Scorpion, what you want to do is you just want to make sure that you have the taunt on. And then if the taunt is on, he can block unblockable specials. So why Mangog can be so difficult here is his power gain that gets him up to special 2. If he throws a special 2 that's unblockable, it's like impossible to dodge. So with Scorpion, you can just block it. It really doesn't do that much with Scorpion's block proficiency. I'm also trying not to not trigger Dex. You can see there, I Dexed and it really did shoot him up. But as long as I'm, able to bait out his specials. I also want to make sure that I'm a little mindful of his hatred. He's currently at 7, now 9 after that special 1. So if he throws one more, he'll get an unstoppable on him. So I want to keep that in mind and either keep him fate sealed or neutralized. If it does get to that. But you can see here, the poisons and the sting damage doing some pretty strong work. So I just need to throw that last special, and that will do it. So 8 fights for me this war. Was able to get through all of them. So 34 fights now on the season, still just the 1 death and a streak of 23. In terms of the war itself, we were able to get back in the win column. So good war. For us to try to bounce back. We then also moved back up to Master 2, 16th place overall. So that will do it for this one. No, it was a bit of a lengthier one, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see everyone soon.